here we are with another Fortnite creative video. WSQK radio station is now in the works, and I have been working on it lately with off video. So, actually, if you can tell from the distance, you can actually see the logo and sign is on it now. It took me a little bit to do, but I figured out how to do it. Used a lot of the primitive shape gallery, so I had to mix match a lot of things to make it work. But as you walk up to it, you can obviously tell the logo does show a WSQK, and it actually, with the 50,000 watts around it, is very perfect. Looks just like this. It is the most accurate way I could do it without messing up. Pretty cool though. Oh, yawning already. Goddamn. Yes, we got the logo and everything. Got the words, the words 50,000 and watts. And then the logo in front. Got the main roof coverage. Everything's covered on the roof so far besides the corners. The corners are the hard part because there's no rounded piece that I could find exactly that'll cover this. So, actually, really quick, we're going to look for that. There should be a piece, if I'm not mistaken. I just don't know which gallery they're normally in. Because it's always the round corners. Okay, let's see. I gotta try our best to find something because I'm probably not gonna be able to cover the part up at all if I don't get any other pieces. Because there's not really many buildings in the game that really have corners like that. I mean, there's like this, which is technically what I need. But the thing about that is that it's like a little too rounded compared to what this would be. So I'm trying to look for something a little bit more flat, like kind of concrete like this. This is a concrete ceiling, a pebble ceiling, cobblestone, with an under piece of this. And then I have the interior flooring and everything done already. But it's just the corners I gotta work on so far. Interior for here, though, ain't done. Basically just the walk-in entrances are not completed, but those will be completed as we go. Oh, shoot. Oh. The actual radio station, room where they do everything from the show is right here. Pretty much everything. Oh, well, this ain't showing up. There you go. That's technically what it would look like, especially with the garbage can right there. Everything over here. Nothing around this corner. Nothing over here. But ceiling fan above. We've got a little fan over here. It's a working one too, which is nice. It rotates very little bit, not a lot though. But little ceiling fan there. Basically, little carpeted flooring, tile flooring. Then we got the wood flooring over here. This will more so be like the kitchen area. We're gonna make this like the kitchen spot, where they do a lot of like the actual prep for when they need to eat stuff. And then we'll have a little server wall too, which will probably be not right there. This is a small interior server wall. There'll be like a server wall probably either within this area over here. Well, that's a lounge area, so most likely over here, right near the kitchen area. It'd be probably along these walls right here. It'll be the servers, which there's gonna be a couple different ones, because these all would go right here. If I can do it right, get it right in there. We do the same thing over here. Make sure it doesn't go through the wall. Okay, we're good. We'll just do the same thing. The only difference is we'll put it in between and space it like that. That's weird. That one's green. Does it change color? Hold on. Huh. Wonder if it's different because of the lighting. Because that one is green. Oh, these ones are white though, so... or gray, so I don't know. I think it really depends on the area that you put it in, I guess. It's different. But yeah, this would be like the little server wall here for the radio station stuff. Probably gonna add a little bit more stuff around here too, because we gotta add dividers for the walls too. We're gonna add like a wall divider here, wall divider over here. Oh, come on, wall! Don't do that. That's a brick wall right there. This is a double coat. This will be a double cover plate. So this will actually cover this wall, but then also like right here, cover that. And also we gotta flip it so it's kind of like the complete opposite. And also for those who do not know, the new Stranger Things finale trailer did release today. It was leaked a while ago though on Twitter or on X, in like the Spanish version, but it was literally the exact same thing. So whatever was released early was the literal real thing. So pretty much that comes out within one more day. Tomorrow's the finale, and then also in the theaters they will have it on 31st and 1st of January. Yeah, let's get this. Got this piece done. Just one divider piece, and then we're gonna do over here. I'm gonna put one like right here probably. I think I need to like cover this piece up. I think, I don't know. I don't think I should have this open because it's not really open in the thing. I don't think it ever was, to be honest though. Ceiling fan we're gonna move. We're gonna move to the middle area lobby over here. Or the entrance. We're gonna do it like this. Oh wait, nope, wrong. Right there. That's better. Basically, want to line it up with the actual doorway of this. Almost like that. Right there. So it kind of hangs from the ceiling a little bit longer or further than it should, but I mean, you know, for a building like this with a taller ceiling, it makes sense. So, really nothing much to really fuss about. Interior floors for this room is probably going to suck a little bit because it's kind of based more so on, I guess, how I make it. Because with the rounded corners in here, it'll block if I use a sharp corner because of the thickness of these walls. But I don't want to really mess anything up, kind of like this area. Because these poke out. Whoa. Like these literally all kind of poke out in a way. Now, how much memory is this used? We have 86 over here out of 100. 100,000. 86,000. That's not too bad, honestly. Yeah, we're at the 86,026 mark. So we definitely gotta manage our memory as much as we can until we find what else to use. I mean, even if it's like just covering this piece, a couple of these pieces up, but not all of them. I'm debating if I should probably close maybe one of these window pieces off. Just get rid of one of these walls with windows. Totally could. Especially if I want to divide it. Or I just do this straight up and just make it like this. Take it like this and then move it right here. Almost like a connecting corner piece. Or it kind of just closes it off, I guess. And then have it like corner like that. Technically that would work. But it doesn't fit with the wall right there, so there's really no point. Oh, well, that's not the right brick pillar. There we go. Nope, that's not the one. Oh, no. Don't you dare. I don't want the red one. There we go. Sometimes the brick pillars decide to change color automatically, so it's kind of hard to tell whether or not you're doing it right or wrong half the time when you're making it. Shoot. Now, I wonder if I should just skip it like that. Just leave a wall divider like that almost. Just kind of divide it. Just like that, more so, and leave it like that. But then, there's a lot more to it. Yo, what up? Holy. Welcome back, welcome back. This is day number 2 pretty much. I did do a lot of the work off stream though, so a lot of stuff you're seeing now is pretty much just pre-done. So then I could make the video a little quicker. But got the WSQK on, 50,000 watts. Entrances, roof coverage, only the corners are missing, that's all. Flooring is completely done. Main entrance flooring is in the works currently, but otherwise the interior flooring is pretty much all completed. Little radio room. I think where Rockin' Robin, Steve would be doing their little thing on the little speaker thing right there, talking into it. I need to figure out how many some more of these sound like some pieces that are like radio-like. They don't really have any. They don't have a full. They don't even have a radio station in Fortnite for like any gear, like radio station gear. They don't have anything for that. A lot of stuff you just kind of have to figure out on your own type of thing. Like there's stations like comm station, but there's no like radio station. I mean, there's a Fortilla Power residential headquarters. There's no like full-on actual work piece for a radio station in here. Besides the military comm center, that's the only thing that's closest to it. But it's more so just the satellite pieces is what they have. Otherwise, anything else is pretty much just going to have to go based off older or newer galleries. Kind of like the Commando Caverns. Like a lot of these IO galleries will have like radio things and all that stuff. Pieces that might be useful. I mean, it should have. I'm pretty sure it actually does have a radio. I like the ones I have currently. Well, actually, hold on. Nope. I know exactly which gallery has radios. Classified Canyon. This is a newer one. There's a lot of newer props in here. Meaning that it's a lot of like radios and crazy tech stuff. I'm trying to see what this does. Hold on, what is this? Oh, I like that red light. I like that a lot. Hold on. Oh, hold on. I actually want to add this to this. Might actually be good. I wonder what it would look like if it was oversized. I mean, technically, radio tower lights don't really blink. It more so is like just a light that stays on. I'm gonna do double. That looks good with double. 2 of them. I didn't know they had that. That's new. I like that. What else they have? Oh, double single the mirror. Hold on, is this one of those reflective ones? It is not. It's a half reflective. It's only reflective based on the lighting. Let's see. Radio. We need a radio. There's trash cans, though. That's good. They're modernized trash cans, too, so that makes it even better. Ooh, I destroyed an alien ship. That's cool. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. That's not cool. Oh, no. It's one of those props. Okay, we gotta get rid of it. We gotta hide it. It's one of these props. These are the props that you're gonna hate the most when you build. The ones that you can't quite literally disappear. So what you literally gotta do just to make them disappear is build over them completely. I did not expect that to happen today, but you know what? We're just gonna deal with it. There's a UFO on my map, that's all I can say. There's a UFO in this map somewhere. Not that it matters, but still. I have a UFO on my map now. That sucks. Something I did not want in the map at all. Where do you get the floor outside? The floor outside? What do you mean? Like, you mean like this, like these pieces? Like these rocks, kinda? Or something else? Oh yeah, these rocks. These are in the terrain gallery. There should be an actual gallery that has a lot of different terrain pieces. Um, oh, wait a minute. I'll look real quick. I just gotta see. Ooh, hold on. They have a complete red thing. I need to take this real quick. And yeah, hold on. I gotta take this real quick. I'm gonna replace it because you know in the Stranger Things the actual radio tower is red. But here I'll actually show you the gallery. The gallery here is. I don't want to be vulnerable. Technically you can find it in newer ones. Like if you want newer pieces, you can find it in the newer galleries, like the Bumpy Bay and all that. Like these are the similar pieces. The only difference is that these are more new, meaning that these are gonna look a lot better because they have more detail to them. These ones are older, meaning they're not gonna look as good. So they just look like pretty much like lava rock almost. I mean these look more natural. So if you want to use pieces, use the new ones like the Bumpy Bay or the Battlewood because these pieces right here have like flatter surfaces too. So when you connect them, you won't have to worry about like that angle or anything being off or anything like this. Because these right here, these are angled, so they aren't gonna look as good compared to like the other ones. Otherwise, the further you go down, you can actually just go on. I think you can go to sort, and you can quite literally just go to a. Actually, no, not sort. If you go to the right side where filters are, you can go down to nature, and then you can also go down to terrain right here. Terrain and nature will show you pretty much all like the world pieces. So if I do this, it'll show a lot of like terrain pieces. So like all these are terrain, all the different rocks and pieces. That'll pretty much give you everything that you would need to make like the surface of your maps and ground. I mean, sure, mine looks a little wonky right now because there's so much of it like overlapped. So it's kind of like bumpy. Like if you were driving, you're just gonna be bumping the entire time. But I mean, you really can't do much about it at that point. But also, like I said, do not place, if you ever do want to use this piece, do not place it unless you feel like it's actually something you want to place. Because I messed up placing this. I didn't know, I didn't know it was non-deletable at all. I didn't know you couldn't delete a piece like this. Actually, hold on. There should be an actual tool that I can get rid of this piece with. We have patchwork tool. If I'm not mistaken. Never mind. Patchwork tool ain't gonna do nothing. Items. Actually, I want to see. Hold on. What will delete this piece? Because technically, you quite literally can't touch this piece at all. Because there's nothing that you can physically move about it. I want to see patchwork tool. Tool tips on. Yeah, this thing's useful. I mean, useless. Not useful. This thing never gonna be useful. Patchwork tool has like no point to it. I don't know how to use it properly, so there's really no point in me even trying to use it. So yeah, don't do what I did. Don't place a piece unless you feel it's right to, because I sure the hell didn't think when I did this one. So what we're just gonna do is, you know, hold on, I have a better idea. We're gonna do this like this. We're gonna do it like this. Gonna cover it up like that. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. But I also don't want to mess up that, so that's a bad idea. Nope. You know what? I give up, guys. We're gonna have an alien ship in front of the WSQK. You know, it's even better. It's even better. It's even better. Like way better, guys. It's so much better. You know, it's so good. It's so good. Don't do what I did. Do not mess up. That's all I can say. Do not mess up. Because messing up is the worst thing when it comes to building stuff like this. Because you never know what the hell you're gonna do. Okay, we're gonna make sure we get the same size of this thing. I just realized, it's up here that I have to do. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna do this. Just like this. I just deleted it. I did. Damn, that sucks. Woohoo. Well, that actually sucks. Ding ding. Ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. Okay. Well, you know what that means. Time to restart, guys. Wahoo. Not literally, but pretty much. Just don't mess up. Messing up in creative maps is probably one of the most hurtful things to anyone who makes maps, because it takes you so much work and time, and then you just completely realize that the one thing you did really messed it all up. Okay, now what we're gonna do is this, and we're gonna delete this. And we have the red one, covers up that perfectly. It perfectly covers it up. Basically replace the entire shape of it and move this one over just a little bit. Now I gotta do this. Now I gotta go back to classified canyon, and I gotta go back to the content bar. Go to galleries. Now what we have to do is we have to go up all the way to the top again and use the secondary gallery right to the right. Right next to the Ferris wheel, there should be a gallery called classified canyon. All the way down here, go to the red piece right here. And now I can re-establish this piece. Put it right on here, just like that. And then what I can do is I can delete the white one, and now we have a fully completed red radio tower for the WSQK. Complete and properly made. Because the first one I built was not right whatsoever. And we're just going to get rid of that because it makes no sense. We're just going to have the blinky one, and we're going to keep it red because that's exactly the color of what it is in the show. That is it. We're leaving it red, and that's all I'm doing. But we're gonna hide this piece. I need a different piece to use though to hide it, because pieces I have currently are way too big. A little too big. Like these ones right here. These would be perfect. These are pretty much wall coverage pieces right here. I can use these for pretty much anything. Use it as literally like a complete cover up, almost like it's part of the world. Honestly, that's nice though, because then it's like it blocks off the WSQK just enough, so then there's like nothing to the left of it, but like just a perfect amount of area to use. I mean, technically, it sucks. I had so much extra room around here to be using stuff, but yet I messed it up so bad because I clicked a couple stupid buttons to place a UFO that wasn't even needed in the map at all. I literally placed a UFO that was not needed at all, thinking that, ooh, I could delete it. Nope, not one bit. I rage baited myself by doing that. Like, for real. I'm cooked. Let's just hope that eventually it never shows in the map ever, and that nobody will ever find it, unless you watch the video. Because, probably the only way you'll literally ever find it. So we're just gonna, we'll just say that's an extra island piece, a little more land up there. Honestly, this is all you really need is WSQK like this. Then I need a flatter surface, which actually, the good thing about this now is that I can actually use these new pieces, the bumpy bay ones, to create that flat surface that I need for this part right here. Because actually, if I go in here, sure it does cover it, but the thing is that what I gotta do is I just gotta lower it enough so it's like this. Then I go inside and nothing's shown whatsoever. The thing about this right here is that this is the flattest piece you'll probably ever find. Meaning that I can use this as a... Oh, well, don't let that happen, but I can use this as a coverage piece or more surface in the front part of the map. And it doesn't bleed through the map whatsoever. The building, nothing is shown, so it's perfectly fine. And there's nothing else to worry about when it comes to the whole, I guess, idea of making this part. You should just walk into it too, so it's not like anything's crazy. The rock makes it look nicer too. Lifts it up a bit. Gives it a little bit more height, which is nice. It's honestly good to have that height too. We're gonna do this. Like that. And then we're gonna do a little bit of like a ramped piece they had. They have this piece that kind of goes upwards a little bit. Then it kind of ends off over here. So we're gonna actually use that like that. Because it only leaves a little bit of a bump, so it's nothing too bad. Or extra, I mean. Nothing too extra. And it still doesn't go through the building, which is good, so there's no need to like worry about anything like that. And yeah, the ground pieces are different, but that's fine. Technically, in real life, the world does have a different variation of grass color based on the area that you are at, which is good because it's actually normal. So we're actually going to give this wall a little bit of an update too. Give it some of that natural rock look. So that it kind of matches with the, I guess, environment around it. Huh. There we go. It's good. Actually, this works out too because it's like a ramp and then you can go up and then it's just a slight little bump, meaning that there's still enough room for everything else to go through. Need to somehow manage to flatten this part up here though. We're gonna do, oh no, not gonna drop the piece, we're gonna try to do this like this. Huh. We're just gonna connect this piece over here. Oh, okay, that kind of closes it off a little bit. That's a oopsie. We're gonna do this more, so we're just gonna cut it off like there. I want to see if I can kind of ramp it up a little bit, make it like part of it in a way. I want to see if it's possible. Holy moly. I'd say that should be good. Leave it like that. Just kind of push this out a little bit. Almost. Okay, well, not letting anything drop to the floor like I keep doing. But like this. It should be perfectly fine. Because then you can literally just use this as a ramp up to drive. And then you'll be at the top of the WSQK. Right up here. Which then should be good. And that actually looks good. It gives it a little bit of something. A little bit of a, I guess, terrain piece. And then an environment for it to be surrounded by. Then technically, since I think I should have enough memory to do this, but I go to devices and I go to this, I go down to SUV. I should be able to spawn an SUV in here now. Okay, I can literally do that too. I do have a Krabby Patty right now, so it's not the best one to be using. But eventually I'm going to use the blue van for when we do roleplays in this map. For anyone who does roleplays, I'll be using the blue van. And I'll be using it as like the WSQK kind of van. That'll be a spawner right up here in this exact spot for people who want to use a van vehicle. Something that's slightly bigger. And we're going to turn visible during games off. Just going to pretty much put it right in the floor, like that. Because then obviously once there's a van there, it'll look better. Oh, well, let's not drop kick the door like that. Oops. Do that. Okay, now we gotta do, what else? Ours red now. Got this all now. We're gonna have to do trees and all that around here too. Just give it some look to it, I guess. But we're not gonna do that just yet. We're gonna wait because I need to do the interior, which I gotta look something up real quick. Okay. Well, no, we're just gonna go with what I think would go good. I mean, there's not an exact interior look at the WSQK, so we're just gonna go with 3 couches, like there would be in this area. Because technically there's 3 couches in this area in the front. And then there is a wall over here with books and stuff, and radio stuff. So we're gonna do... Wait, are these server pieces? These are better ones. Hold on. I like this one more. Yeah, we're just gonna put that one there. Then honestly what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna put no more over here. We're just gonna leave it like that. Let me see what else they have. A printer. They do have a printer. That's good. Wall of blueprints. This is a blueprint wall. It's a hologram screen. Nope, not good. We're gonna be careful with what we place down though. Because a lot of things aren't always gonna be removable. We're gonna have to be pretty careful with that one. Okay. What about this? There's some nice stuff in here. Old stuff. Yeah. We got some books, shelves. Oh, that's actually nice. There's a lot of old stuff in here. Couch too. Let's see, where's all the couches in this one? Couch 1, couch 2. There's only 1 couch? What, is there 2 couches? No, there's only 1. Damn. Only 1 couch. Plus a chest. So we got a chair. I mean, that'll do. I think there was a corner chair, if I'm not mistaken. In the lounge. There's like 1 chair here. And then there was a big couch in the middle. I like this. Obviously, I think there's a table in between some of them, so you need to definitely add more to it. But like this. this. There's definitely another couch over here. Something smaller, if I'm not mistaken. They're all different though. All three of them are different. There's one more. Seen that green one right here. Definitely there's one all the way over here. I think what I'm just gonna do is I'm gonna place another one of these green ones right over here. There's a lot of couches in there though. Hold on, I wanna see something. One couch. We're gonna do another couch. We gotta find a third one. Or a fourth one. Well, that's a little different. I mean, I could use this red one. It's actually pretty big. We'll use this one. Put this one in the corner, actually, like that. Do that one like there, I guess. Oh my god, this is gonna be a sucky one. I have to look it up. I want to see what the interior of it looks like from a video. I mean, I know there's an interior like that. There's the radio box where they did their stuff. I know that. What about the other thing? Let's see. The couch. I want to try to find that interior with the couch. Oh, it was a big couch. It was like one of those couches that kind of round off. Ryan actually looked it up. We're gonna look up the scene. Yeah, is this a big couch? Oh, it is, damn. So Will's on a medium couch. L's on a smaller couch. And yeah, it's a round couch. Damn, okay. So we can keep this couch because it's actually green. We're gonna put that there. And then what we're gonna do, oh damn, and the floor is tiled. Dang it. Okay. Well, that's okay. We don't really need it tiled. I totally could do that though, honestly. You know what? No, hold on. It wasn't completely tiled. It was only partially tiled. We're gonna do that checkerboard tile. Checkerboard, checkerboard. Where's the checkerboard stuff at? We're gonna find a building, and I know which floor, which one has a checkerboard tile. It should be not this one, but let me see. Actually, no. Flooring. No, it's definitely one of these ones. Flooring. No, not that one. Flooring's always at the top. Not that one. It's not gonna be any of these. It'd be one of these ones in here. Yep, this one. Damn. I didn't mean to do that. Whoopsie. I gotta cover this piece up with a floor. I'll do it like that. Wait, hold on. I know exactly how this was too. These are all angled pieces, which is sucky. The tile of the floor isn't straight, it's like this. On an angle. So what happens when you live back in the freaking 80s, the flooring was retarded. They built buildings to the point where it's like the flooring was almost like not normal. Instead of doing it straight on with the building, making it go all along, it goes on an angle, so it like cuts off partially. If I just do this and just do it again like this. We're just gonna get rid of that one. We're gonna get rid of this one. But right over here. You know what I gotta do? I gotta do this. I gotta do this. And I gotta go wee. Like this. And then do this. And just move it down just a little bit. And then move this one. Like this. Just a little bit. And then it'll connect like that. Okay. And then all the way down here. Like this. Okay, there we go. That's better. That's pretty much all I needed. That's all it was. Then these pieces I can just pretty much just keep. I'll just block it off and box it off, kind of how it is. We're gonna put this one here, like this. And then... No! Stop emoting! Holy moly, I need a couch that rounds off. That's gonna be the hardest part though, is trying to get a couch that actually has a round piece, like almost like a booth. A very round couch, which would be like a booth-like couch. I would assume it'd probably be in the casino thing like this, but I do not know. I've never dealt with that before. Let's see. Where's the gambling machines? This is a theater, not a... Oh, I'm dumb. I thought this was a thing. Oopsie. Wait, these are the new mirrors. These should be reflective. Yeah, they're a lot better than the old one. Oh, there's a popcorn machine. That's cool. Okay, hold on. We gotta figure out where the heck this is gonna be. Twinkle Terrace? No. I need a couch that's gonna be round. This is gonna suck. Gonna have to make one of those really goofy looking makeshift couches. You don't know. I have an idea. Go here. Galleries. What we're gonna do furniture. And no, these are not good ones. Never mind. It gave me probably some of the worst galleries ever. Nice. I'm just gonna have to literally look through them all. That sucks. At this point, I think I'm just gonna look at the prefabs. Gonna look at every couch in the prefabs. See which ones they'll have. No, it's a military. That's not good. What about this? This gotta have something. It's a big fancy hotel apartment looking place. Every time there's no couches, there's a single thing. Ain't no way. Kind of wild. Oh wait, no, these for sure. Apartment. Hmm. Well, it's gonna be harder than I thought. Trying to find one singular couch is gonna be very difficult. Very, very difficult. Unless I find it from like a diner. That's really it. Which honestly, that could be the only case. Which I do not see anything like that happening, so we're gonna get stuck probably not having one. Which is okay. It's I can just use a couch and connect it like 3 times. If that's the case. A washing machine? Nice. Nice. Huh. Wait, what is that? I thought I seen something. Nope. It was just a curved wall. Darn. No, okay, this gotta have something. These are Utopia. These couches are like freaking fancy, so there's gotta be something. Yeah, like this. Just like this. The only difference is that it can't be so fancy. Where is it? Holy moly. Why aren't there like any normal couches? They're all so fancy looking ones. There's gotta be a rounded couch in one of these. We didn't like something like this. That's right. I seen something a long time ago. I just don't remember which gallery it was in. I know there was one that was rounded, like a corner round. Might be Mega City. Might actually be this one. No, not this one. No. 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 Done. Let's see. No. Nope. Nowhere near. Nice blue couch though. I like the blue couch. That's nice. I think I'm gonna do that instead of green. This looks more normal. And then where's the other ones? Where is it? Trying to find it, but I cannot find it at all, which kind of sucks. Okay, I made a mistake of myself. I don't think there is one. Unless it was in like one of these goofy looking galleries with this, that could be the case, but I don't really know. Which, I don't think it was any of them. Oh, that's okay. I'd have to go with a regular rounded one then, like a corner. I like this. Then use the cornered piece. Oh wait, never mind. Here we go. Right here. It's not exactly a normal couch though. It's like a lounge kind of one. One where the corner kind of connects in a way. That should be fine, honestly. Let's cut it off like right there, and then we'll cut like a little tiny piece of it right at the end. Oh, I don't really like this, but I think it'll have to do because I don't think there's really any other couch. Unless we do this one. But it's too modern. Okay. Here we go. Back again. Oh, Root's on the couch. Okay. Make him dance. Okay, but now we're gonna fix this rounded couch off. We're gonna put it down a little bit more, make it more part of the floor. What we're gonna do is we're gonna do this. We're gonna take this. No, we're not gonna take it. We're just gonna do this. We're gonna shrink it down just a little bit. We're gonna shrink it down a little more this side. So we can just connect it like that. Just gonna do this. We're just gonna do this like that. Then actually there was another couch in the show, in the scene. It was a smaller couch that was like directly right over here on this corner spot. We're gonna go back into the furniture spot that I looked for before. We're actually gonna look around in the prefabs again. We're gonna go all the way up here. Back to Canyon Crossing. We're gonna look for our couch. A singular one they have. Otherwise I'm gonna have to go into an older gallery, find a small couch. Like this one right here. We'll use this. Let's put this one like right over here. Because then there should be like a table on this corner right here. We'll put a table right here and everything. We'll use a lot to cover up pretty much is what we gotta do. Okay, now what we gotta do, we're gonna try to get those corner tables. We're gonna try to get these tables filled in real quick because we're gonna forget guaranteed most likely in a couple minutes. We're gonna get definitely a corner table here. We're gonna firstly cover up this area and use the piece that I want to use, this one. What we're gonna do is we're gonna put it right down here. We're gonna do this. We're gonna change the height like how it should be. We're gonna do this. Okay, now we're gonna do this. Change the width. Almost like this, kind of make it part of it almost. Alright, do the same thing over here. But we're gonna change the depth very much like this. And what we're gonna do is we're just gonna cover this chunk up over here. Oh no, don't drop it to the floor like I do all the time, dude. Always dropping something to the floor. I don't know why. Because it didn't fall all the way through, which sucks. It fell right through here. That's where it fell. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. We're gonna put this right here. We're gonna move the couch out the way real quick just to do this, though. I do that. Basically cover this part up. We're gonna put this back right here. Honestly, what we're gonna do here is we're just gonna put like boxes and stuff. Give it a little something. Do this, and do that. We're gonna do a little bit of a couple open ones too. We'll put like this right here probably. And then maybe like one over here. Should be good though. Like a luggage case right over here. It's kind of just be a little miscellaneous wall of stuff. So we got a little table here. In the corner is perfect. This is a scene where Will confesses his gayness to the world. Pretty much. Literally right here. Gotta move this part a little forward though. A little bit more like this. Because then we gotta add a table in the middle. Which technically is almost like a coffee table, but it's not. But actually I do need to find that wherever that table I had. There's one table that's like really flat, but it's a coffee table, so it works perfect. Could be in one of these galleries somewhere, if I'm not mistaken. Could definitely be in one of these galleries. I don't know for a fact if it's not in any of these ones down here. It's definitely further down, more towards like the what do you call it? Not Mega City, but Sweaty Sands stuff. So I know there's always these little small tables, kind of like that, but maybe something that's more modern. It's in this one right here. It is. Yep, it's in this one. It's further down. It's this one right here. This table right here would go right over here in the middle, dead center. Just like that. Table's very small. My hand's probably like a whole corner of it. We're gonna actually size up the table just a tad bit, not the littlest bit. Okay, just like that. Remote's still a good size. Let's see. What else can we do to make this room look nicer? Definitely need to have dividers somewhere though. Like this place just looks so, yeah, you know, I guess open. A little too open. It's a little sucky how that kind of happens. Okay, got that. We're gonna bring this all the way over here now. Make sure we get another piece to connect all the way across like this. There you go. Nice. Okay, cool. We got that. We gotta do one more. Back here. Okay, cool. Divides the carpet up a little bit. Gives it a little something. We'll put stuff over here. Basically, these are like dividers in a way. This will divide every piece of the flooring. Might be a little different, but there's the little things we can put on each of them. So to give it more of like a purposeful, I guess, look to it. Have a meaning, or better meaning to each one. We're gonna do it again over here. So we have wood flooring in this other room, so that technically means it's a little different than the rest. Like it's a very different room piece. Because this one actually has carpet more so halfway through it. So this actually divides better. Definitely a better interior for most places I've done. We need a light above for sure. Definitely need a ceiling light. So we're gonna have to do a big light. We're gonna do a carpet underneath the table if possible. Okay. I'll do it right in the middle. Maybe like that. Yeah. There is no carpet in the damn thing, so I'm just not gonna do a carpet. I'm doing carpets thinking I need it. I don't need a carpet. I don't need it. I don't need it. Okay, we're gonna do this though. We're gonna make sure we have at least some bookshelves, but we need a light. We need a light for this place for sure. So I'm gonna look at the episode again. But it appears they have a lot of the server things are behind them. There's lights on the walls. So the server things are all around them. in the behind of the area. Oh, that's actually perfect. Hold on, do I have to everything's there? I don't. Damn. On the opposite side, I have it. It's okay. I'm gonna need big ones anyways. But I'm not gonna use these ones. We're gonna use a different one because the ones they have are actually like industrial, which I do not know where to put the industrial ones at. I don't know if they actually have any. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go into the classified canyon building again. There's the gallery because there's no such thing as the actual thing for it. Okay, so we're gonna do this. Not Battlewood. Nope. Actually, yeah, we'll look at Battlewood real quick. These are sewer tunnels, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, these are all sewage tunnels. And the dam. So that could be useful for over time. Gallery, though, we need gallery. Monkey Land, prefab, we need galleries. Classified canyon. Okay, here we go. Now right here, classified canyon, we're gonna need some really big pieces to use. So what we're gonna have to do is find like this wall pieces like these, but a little bit bigger, like bigger machinery. Almost like a generator like size machine. So kind of like this, but slightly different. More of a radio station vibe machine, which I'm not sure which galleries that would be under, so we're gonna have to really look. I would think it'd probably be under the freaking the yacht, but the yacht really didn't have anything like that I know of. Let's see, pieces. Oh, that actually might be something in here. There might actually be something in these galleries right here. The command IO galleries. Let's see. Machine. Butter barn. Oh, hell no. Nothing would be in the butter barn. No. Yeah, well, remember, things can't be the same completely when you build stuff. So you kind of have to mix and match, make your own kind of stuff up. So we're definitely going to have to make some stuff up. So what we're going to do, I'm going to look for the lights they have in here, like these. Yep, these ones right here. These are perfect for what I need. Perfect is perfect. Very perfect. Okay, we're gonna have these lights for sure in here. There'll be light going under here. A little bigger like this. Uh-oh, nope, not like that. It's a little too big. There you go. Like that. And then like that. And then I'm doing over here like this. And then another one over here, just like that same thing. We gotta make sure we get this right. Like that. Okay, now we got 4 of them. This is exactly what we would need for interior. Now, because of that corner being all kind of mixed and matched, a little bit wonky, we're gonna actually have to just do what we can with it. The generator piece I was kind of talking about, we're gonna just use my own kind of pieces. Oh, yawning while talking. Damn. Okay. Let's see. Underground shark prop gallery. This would actually be a good area for the things I need. The agency does have machines that look very close to what I need, but we're gonna have to size it up just a slight bit when we do place them. So we're gonna do this. This actually won't go here. This won't actually work at all because the machines we have are really big. be kind of like that, and then obviously we're gonna need some more stuff add on. Not gonna do that because it's a control panel. We're not gonna add no darn control panel. Shark. Let's see what does the shark have. Shark really doesn't have much compared to most galleries, so we're just gonna kind of avoid using the shark as much as possible. Shorts might actually have something good. Maybe. No. Probably not. Maybe not. Okay, never mind. Disregard the shores. We're gonna keep this piece though. We're gonna put this one on this side actually though. We're gonna put it right over here. Like that. Just like that. Just use a little bit of it, kind of like that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna place this one right over here. Kind of peeking out of it in a way. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna size it up just a little bit for height. Like that. So it pretty much connects right to it in just like the perfect way. Then you can't really see what's going on inside of it, but it still makes it look like it's part of the... Here we go. My bad. A little bit of a doggy tantrum. Let's see, what else we got? We gotta do some interior pieces. So I gotta try to look for the newer stuff if possible. Let's see. So there's a couple more pieces I'm gonna try to use if I can, but honestly, I don't really see myself using too much. So, oh, excuse me there. I'm just gonna use what I had before, the classified canyon piece. Because Utopia City ain't got nothing. I like how they have open lockers though. That's actually a pretty nice piece to have. Oh, wait, art gallery. Ooh, the bank. I was gonna say they actually might have had a good couch, the green one. The Oasis though, hold on. I know for a fact the Oasis has a curved couch. I know for a fact they got a curved couch. But I don't need a curved couch. Why am I looking for that? I don't know why, guys. I'm just looking for stuff at this point. Okay. Let's just see. Bird gas station. Why am I even looking at these? Yeah, I'm looking for pieces. That's why. Canyon Crossing. No, where's that one? What's that one gallery that I'm looking for? It's all the way up top. It's a new one. It's a freaking, that's why I need this down here somewhere. This one right here. I need this big machine piece to place right along it. We're just gonna do this like this. We're gonna place it right here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna put this another one of these ones right over here, but further back into it. Okay, let's see, just like that. I'd say it should be good for our initial power box. This right here pretty much runs almost the entire place. These little power generator boxes that they want. These are pretty much like the power source to the place in a way. There's actually a lot of stuff I'm going to have to do in this place though with the ceiling, because a lot of the ceiling work in this place is not exactly your normal build. And I could quite literally just put the stuff on the ceiling and just have it as going across the top if I want. To have something, I guess, detailed portion of it. Not that it's really necessarily needed, but just the idea to have something, I guess, to make the ceiling look like it has purpose. I'll do that though. Okay, that's pretty much good enough how that would look. Going across the ceiling is just a nice little power strip. We're going to add ventilation over time. Ventilation will definitely be a number one thing to add. Definitely going to add more to this room. Still going to add, I'd say definitely shelves underneath here, more so bottom coverage. Give a little bit of something to look at, I guess. This carpeted piece, we're going to have to put something over here to kind of cover up for the server room right here. The server rack thing. Because, yeah, pretty much there's a lot of open space with this. I just covered it up with another thing pretty much. So it's all pretty much covered up the top, just a box off. And then got stuff in there, got stuff over here. I think there's technically a small little kitchen spot over here, so if anything, we're just gonna have our little kitchen spot over here. And then this room over here will probably just be like, I guess, I don't know. I'll figure out what to make it, because they don't really show a lot of the station when you're actually watching the show. I mean, there's a basement area, so this room could technically get split off, and this could be like a storage unit, and then the little basement that they have going under. I could technically try to make that with the spiral staircase going down. But it's the most I can think of right now. So yeah, pretty much. Figure things out, I guess, as things go on. Let's see. We definitely are gonna need some other pieces to add outside. But first we need to finish the idea of what these rooms are going to be filled with, because this right there is good. I need a ceiling piece, a piece that goes around ceiling. So let me see what the back of this looks like. The back of this would be perfect. Only if it wasn't such a small piece. Like, I mean, I could do this, but the thing is that I need this piece pretty much be used as a, what do you call it? Oh, I don't want to resize it. I'm going to turn it upside down. I need to use it like a curved piece almost. Like kind of take a chunk off of the map, but use it as a piece for good. It's got like detail to it, I guess. So what I gotta do is I gotta do same thing with these pieces, then flip them upside down like this. Turn them like this. Make sure these are straight though. And then obviously resize them so they like kind of match up with it. Yeah, this is gonna be the hard part, honestly, trying to see how this works. It looks decent, but when you think of it, it does look like a couch. From upside down. Especially because it pops to the ceiling, so it doesn't look good. No, we're just gonna leave it like that. We'll figure out the ceiling in the end. I think it's more so just the base flooring, I guess, is what's really the big important part, is the idea of what we're all going to place down here and how it's all going to turn out in the end. Something else in here too, because this room's pretty damn empty when it comes to the whole, I guess, the look of it. Actually, what I could do though is I could definitely add a couple more of these over here. Got a little Groot doing emote, let's get it. Like Groot dance. Oh yeah, Groot. Okay, let's see. That's it, this looks good. We'll add more over time, I guess, but I think this is probably good for the video. Like part 3 will pretty much just be finishing this place completely. Making everything complete, kitchen area, making it a little better. Definitely closing off more pieces to the map too, so we'll definitely have to make more as time goes forward. Next video for this probably won't be till like next week, but I'm just gonna leave it like this for now, I guess. But first we're gonna do this just to get this little piece closed off. This little piece done. Beauty. Bottom piece closure. Here we're just gonna actually do it on both sides. We're just gonna do the same thing on both sides. Add this over here to make it look like it's part of it. Okay. Then obviously the van, it would be a blue van and everything would be there. Interior. Otherwise, this is pretty much what the place would look like in the show from the actual aspect of it. I mean, the radio room would actually have a door here instead of right here, but I made it a little bigger because in the show, it is technically bigger. It's not really this small. But yeah, so this is definitely the right accurate spot for this, or will sits here as everyone sits around the couch and confesses his side of him, of who he really is as a person. You know, pretty much. Yeah, and then obviously I will just figure everything out, I guess, as time goes on. So I gotta add more divider walls, so I gotta use more of these pieces right here, the dividers. Pretty much just cut off, like, sections, like, if anything, probably cut off this one. Probably cut this more like a actual wall. Yeah, stuff like that. Probably much just cut it off. Okay, well, I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye.